Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Sanhok. This is game number 1 of the PUBG Reddit September tournament. It's the end of the custom games season. And we have up to 30 teams here vying for a chance to win some tasty loot. We have got prizes for the top 3 in terms of ringside set codes, but we also have t-shirts for second place and a SteelSeries Rival 600 mouse for the team that wins in first. Plane going from about a 9 o'clock to a 4 o'clock position as things currently stand in game number 1, as people hop out of the plane there. A little bit of a stutter. I've got no problem with that, by the way. Just try to get all of that out of the way early. And because these are duos, I'm expecting to see a very big range of where people are going to be dropping. Max Reynolds appears to be on his own at the moment. I wonder if it's a tactical split drop. A couple of people might be going Quarry, but it doesn't look too much like it. Boot Camp is going to get 1, maybe 2 residents. Some Saint, of course, is going to be dropping there, because why not? Jonesy and Coldy moving for the right-hand side, but it looks like 2 or 3 squads are going to be hot on their tail as well. Wow, it's actually 3 or 4 squads going Camp Bravo. That could end up being a very interesting place to drop as things currently stand. No one going Ruins, just the 1 squad in Painan as well. It's just going to be Jinx there. Camp Bravo still has 2 teams. Penguin Sniper and Airtree going there as well. Make that 3. Max Reynolds all on his lonesome. That is Team 18, by the way. The weak pullout game, of course, referring to those revolvers. Got to be quick on the trigger. And here we are, Camp Bravo. Let's go ahead and take a look. Savvy Cat and Hinky dropping opposite ends. Hinky very close to Mitchy Boy and Habitual. Gonna have to find a gun quickly and signal to his teammate. Now, is Savvy Cat going to be rotating towards Hinky, trying to get a knock on the way? Or is Hinky going to be running as quickly as possible? It looks like Hinky will be the one trying to reach his teammate. Savvy Cat in no danger at the moment. Should just keep looting, try and get level 2'd up as quickly as possible, and hopefully get an AR or 2. Only 2 people Camp Bravo, Mr. Penguin Sniper and Airtree, opting to go for the compounds nearby, but not quite in at the start of game number 1. Habitual Boomer has now got a red dot on an AK. Very important. They're rotating around looking for where Hinky has gone to. Won't be able to spot him just yet, though. He has managed to get into a position where Savvy Cat is within supporting distance of him. Mitchy Boy with the double barrel shotgun. Not the most useful weapon unless you're in the first couple of seconds of the game. Oh, they've managed to find a... Oh, wait, that's not actually them with the vehicle. Oh, it is. Pardon me. Savvy Cat managing to find a motorbike, and it looks like they are just going to get the heck out of there. Double barrel not really doing very much. Savvy Cat taking a little bit of damage when they got onto the motorbike, but otherwise we are all good. Let's go ahead and see where else people might be. Ooh, hello, Avengers Army really close here. In the same compound, and that is a Stifle taking out Avengers Army with the Vector there. We have a little bit of audio and video desync. I do beg your pardon. We're going to go ahead and reload that in just a second. Nothing that we need to write home about. Just going to go ahead and sort that out now. So it's still 24 teams and 43 alive in the tournament so far. Let's go ahead and come back into the game. And we are watching... Zawin is down at the moment. This is his teammate, Adrenalines. Trying to 1v2 this engagement and hopefully buy himself a bit of breathing room to revive his teammate. Struggling ever so slightly. Direwolf nearby, going to be healing up now. Zawin all the way across at the broken wall at the other side. And Adrenaline's now. He has comfortable time to revive his teammate, but it all depends, of course, on him winning this engagement. Oh, yeah. He was not the first to shoot either, and Team 3 are going to take out Team 5 very early on. That's Adrenaline's out of the competition. Circle, hard shift over to the right-hand side. Going to be helpful for those in Camp Bravo, as well as Penguin Sniper and Co. just outside. They haven't actually taken on Team 21 yet. This is Mitchy Boy and Habitual Boomer. Team Crash the System. They have all got individual team names. We haven't got them loaded in-game, but we do have them on a handy spreadsheet that we can refer back to. And they're going to be coming up against the remaining player from team number 23. That's hashtag ban for Dan. As Hungriger. I've decided I'm going with Hungriger because he's making me hungry. Hungriger Hugo. QBU. Looking threatening. 2 hits. Mitchie Boy still on just over 50% hit points, though. A little bit surprised by that. Must have just gotten a couple of limb shots in. And no dice. Boomer looking for the perpetrator. Gets tagged to just below 75%. They're currently a little bit pinned down, but don't forget they're also in the next circle. They don't really have to worry too much. Boomer now taking some shots at Hugo as he tries to reposition himself back on the QBU. Got a good hit rate on that, but he just needs to finish the kills. Doing a bit of damage and then going back into cover is not going to help. Jonesy, in the meantime, hang on, let's check this out. Jonesy and co have a crate right next to them. So if we zoom out just a second, we can see Jonesy and Coldy, right smack bang in the middle of the circle, have a crate basically landing on top of them. Let's go ahead and see what is in there. Jonesy just taking a quick peek. Doesn't look like he's looted it just yet. Are they even aware the crate is there? Let's see what's inside it. Oop-a-doop-doo. We have... Oh, it's a Graza. Delicious. Level 3 loot, an 8-time scope, and a Graza. Groza. I believe in Russian, it's technically Graza, although we do go with Groza, and it's perfectly interchangeable. And, does he even realize the crate's there? I'd go for it by now. Unless they were engaging a squad before, there's no reason to be this cautious. And on the minimap, of course, we have the benefit of God vision. We can see that absolutely nobody is there at all. So that is a present for them. Let's see if they spot it. Wow, he's heading into the next house. Maybe it dropped there long before they realized anything was around. I don't know. If Jonesy doesn't have a Groza in the next, say, 1.5 minutes, I'm going to be genuinely disappointed. We have a little bit of action here. That is Team 4 taking on Team 18. Mimi and Ruru taking on the weak pullout game, and Jinx and Lil G at the moment doing rather well, getting 1 knock. I believe that is Duck and Gwen's team. Quack call. No, I beg your pardon, it's Casey and Some Saint getting taken out by Max Reynolds here. So the weak pullout game actually taking out PG Friendly. So who is left down here? Jinx is now knocked by Duck. So this is Quack call. Falco has gone down. Oh, he sees Little G as well, looking for an opportunity to try and get that second team member down. Lil G managing to dodge at the moment. Excellent shot from Lil G. Buys a little bit of time to get to Jinx. She needs rezzing, but it doesn't have to be super urgent. It is going to be a 2v1 situation if they're able to get to the teammate. Looks like he's going to try. Duck is rotating around. He knows that once Jinx gets revived, it's going to be a 2v1. Let's try and get in between the tree and a Duck. Lil G now successfully rezzing. Oh no. Looking for the opportunity to finish the knock. Little G. He's going to have to chuck the smoke or similar. Great shots with the SKS. Oh, I thought he had a hit, but he didn't. Both sides managing to hit each other at least once, I think. No, Duck is actually entirely unmoved. That is a frag grenade, which might get slightly too far. No, it isn't. Oh my goodness, that was beautiful. That frag may or may not have taken out Duck. We're not going to know, because Lil G with the SKS, as Duck ran from cover, takes him out. So that is Quack Core out of the game. And we have Mimi and Ruru now moving on. Another crate shows up with an AWM, Mega Joe Master, and Mr. Sergo 15. That's What's Up Dog. I'm going to be grabbing that. Nice and tasty off the coast. Nobody within earshot of them as well. So no contesting there. Crash the system. Now moving dangerously close to Savvy Cats. I think Savvy Cats only has one team member left. It's Savvy Cat himself. And on the other side of him, we have the Dream Team, which is Drem Sama and Falstedt. It seems like every tournament we have, Dream Team is a completely different set of players. Oh, missing with the M24 there and revealing their position. Savvy Cat is not going to be enjoying being a Savvy Cat sandwich right now. More shots coming out from the M24. Savvy Cat gets behind a rock and now getting third-partied as well from Team 21. Crash the system. That's what happens when you miss too many shots on Sanhok. People will know where you are. Savvy Cat now getting brutalized from multiple directions. Dremsama goes down. All Savvy Cat wants to do is stay there and live in peace, but the rest of Team 21 might be coming down very shortly. Falstaff finishes him off so that he can revive his teammate, but this has got to have attracted the attention of Crash the System. Here goes Mitchy Boy and Habitual Boomer going around opposite sides, looking to get a wide flank around those rocks. Mitchy Boy must know that they are around there somewhere. Boomer taking a significantly less greedy approach there. And Mitchy Boy going down, but Habitual Boomer finishing Dremsama and Falstead. And I believe he will be able to go and revive Mitchy Boy, although he might actually need a bandage before he uses the first aid. Oh, he's actually running for the circle. What are you doing? Keep reviving. You're fine. All right, we'll see what happens there. So, a lot of attention. This is Gabby's gang. Team number 11, but they could actually get third-partied by the Halal team. Donsel and Ronnie Cray. Moving into the zone now. They know that Team 11 is there, and if they start having this engagement, this can actually buy Team 21 Crash the System enough time to get back into the circle. So all kicking off here on the north side. They've got quite a way to actually move for the next team as well. Ronnie Cray, I don't think those shots were directed at him just yet, but Team 11 certainly have seen them now. Mitchy Boy staying very far out. Crash the System has to come in at some point. 1 minute and 20 until this circle constricts us somewhere very far from where they are at the moment. So it is absolutely critically important. It looks like Habitual Boomer is going to use the opportunity to get as many meds as possible. Fair enough. Grab those. Head back out. The circle's not hitting hard yet. I'm just worried about the amount of distance they have to cover. Take a look at that. Between that and Barn is quite a big distance. Team number 2 and 16 down the south seem to be in a little bit of an awkward situation themselves. That is Mr. Serger from What's Up Dog, and they are right next to Old Sneaky Bastards. That's Raja and DeSanta. And I think Sergo is on his own here. I get the impression Mega Joe Master is gone. At least I can't see him. Yeah, so he's on his own for the purposes of this fight anyway, and he has to hope that the Old Sneaky Bastards move away. There is Mega Joe Master. He's at Mega Joe Master's standard supporting position for a teammate, which is approximately 3 kilometers away. And he is about to get shot by an SLR. No, DeSantis decided it's not likely that he will get the kill. Although, in my opinion, it was probably worth taking a shot or two anyway, considering they can't shoot back. You never know. A headshot's a headshot, right? But all good. It looks like... team... Okay, so this is important for team number 21, Crash the System. The other two teams that were contesting the north side of that circle have moved in. But now they have a very long way to go. They are on the edge of the blue and have to move an incredibly far distance. Now, they could rotate west and try to avoid the Halal team altogether, but if they go in a straight line, they are just going to run straight into them. So they have a number of options now. They must know there are other teams south. Great shots from Hugo. Clinical kill on Genghis Khan. He needs to get a teammate as well, though. One team isn't enough at this point. Babare Kurtz, he goes down as well. Opting to try and finish the engagement rather than heal, but he had to from that position. Hugo very close and was able to get a flank. And that is Hugo taking out a team on his own, but he gets fired on from afar. This is Ronnie Cray, team number 28, the Halal team. Rotating in, gets a good hit on Hugo. One more shot, and he gets it. Donsel, his teammate, going to be finishing that off. And that is the Halal team moving on. We say goodbye to hashtag #BanForDan as far as game number 1 is concerned. They're now moving back up onto Mitchy Boy and Habitual Boomer. They are back from the blue. But for how long? They're actually coming back on the back of Ronnie Cray and Donsel. If they hold that position, Mitchy Boy and Co are going to have to find a different way in from the blue. In about a minute and a half's time, they will be chunking. Oh, this is a bad place to be. They see Ronnie Cray. Ronnie Cray sees him, and Ronnie Cray does not miss that many shots. M16. Goodbye, Mitchy Boy. Looks like Habitual Boomer getting taken down as well. And he has to heal immediately. The Blues are now coming up on them. It's a 2v1. Team 28 v 21 here. And Boomer does not have much in the way of the way available. Great headshot from the M24, though. Boomer really trying to make that boom stick do its work. Using the opportunity to reposition rather than try and finishing off the kill. I think that's wise because the blue zone is going to be coming in. Donsel is now looking for him now. Using the smoke grenades instead to resume the 2v1. I think this is a smart play because you know if you can get your teammate alive. I think that's a bit short. And also in the wrong smoke. I love the second smoke there as well. Ronnie Cray does go up. There's one more frag grenade going in. It doesn't kill Ronnie Cray. That should give him a chance to throw a third smoke up and start healing. That means Donsel and Habitual Boomer are going to be in a bit of a firefight until Ronnie Cray actually joins in. They're spotted. Habitual Boomer hasn't quite gotten behind cover yet. And that's it. The QBU from Donsel, after getting revived, is enough to take him down. 15 teams and 26 people left alive. Penguin Sniper playing a very quiet game. Sergo and Mega Joe Master along the cliffs. Super conservative. I'm not sure if that's going to pay off for them. They're going to need an awful lot of meds to pull this off. Max Reynolds on his own. Oh dear, Sergo, Joe, what have you guys done? Can you guys even get up here? I think if you move left, Sergo, if you go left, I think you can vault up onto that. But then you can't actually go up the rest of the way. These guys are legit stuck. What on earth? Oh, Joe? Has Joe found a way? Oh, Joe. Joe, you might want to heal. Joe? Joe's up. Joe's up, but he's not going to make it. Joe has used all of his heals. And there we go. Slightly questionable choice of route there, I have to say. Well done to Joe for making it up the cliff, but I don't think it really served him well on this occasion. Sergo is going to continue on. Oh no, this is Danger Town. DeSanta rocking up on the anti-mates. That's Occu and Young Savage. Very close by indeed. They are holding an adjacent building. You also have Team 20 and Team 25. That's Penguin and Austin and Dada. All extremely close proximity. 4 teams holding these compounds on the edge of the circle. Airtree gets spotted by Coldy. Coldy, opting to be merciful, decides not to take a shot, looking for a better opportunity out a different window. Occu as well, spotting this, has the potential to third person this entire engagement. But right next to Occu, we have got Raja, who's being very, very quiet. That's team number 16. The old sneaky bastards. Next to DeSanta in the same house. Ronnie Cray and Donsel next to a crate. Max Reynolds gets taken out, so that must have been the person who took down Donsel. Ronnie Cray will be able to get the revive on his teammate, though, and there is a crate right there, so that could be useful. I have a feeling Raja actually has an opportunity to take out Occu there. I'm not sure they quite appreciate that Raja and DeSanta are both literally in the house next door. Plays in the sewer. An awkward little dance happening in the sewer. Starting to take a lot of damage from the blue, but not quite as much as from that barrel, I believe. So that is team number 22, the Gecko Kids. Moving on, we're down to 12 teams and 21 alive. This is game number 1 of the PUBG Reddit Custom Games End of Season Tournament, sponsored by Steel Series, who have given us some awesome prizes to give away. I hope you guys are enjoying the broadcast. Make sure to share it on social media and all that jazz, but it won't quite be in time to watch Penguin Sniper sneak up on Wizard Hat and clinically take him out. 1 tap, 2 tap, and boom. Wizard Hat disappears in a puff of smoke, but not in his usual style. Oh, hello, Penguin Sniper staying very still here. Team 3 looking for an opportunity to finish the job. That's Scratch and Sniff. There's a story behind the team names here of Scratch and Sniff, by the way. Direwolf is partnered with someone whose team name, I think it's fair to say, is ever so slightly inappropriate for a broadcast. But apparently, that person's name is Newt. And someone who, well, I'm guessing is playing a prank in real life, a sibling or otherwise, seems to have changed his in-game name, and he's awaiting support to see if he can change it back. So apologies to everyone watching, but also I feel a little bit bad for Newt, who has to deal with this in the meantime. He gets an excellent headshot off onto Penguin Sniper, though. Very speculative frag grenade, but in the right direction and looking pretty close. It's going to fall a little short as Airtree gets the immediate revive off onto his teammate. Penguin Sniper has no helmet on now as a result. Direwolf trying to finish something off. Airtree running into the smoke, though. And Banana, third party, gets Newt. It's Banana and Pyshira out in one of those beautiful compounds that are within the next circle as well. They're getting snuck up on at the moment by Dada. That's Jonesy and Coldy moving towards this compound. They actually have a high ground vision as well, so even though they can be heard, they can't currently be seen by Paishiro and Banana. That can play into their hands very well indeed. Airtree and Penguin Sniper on the other end, and they are going to have to move in towards them just a little bit for the next circle if they want to contest. It looks like Penguin Sniper rotating south, though, which is going to be fine for them as far as this compound is concerned, but it will drag them into the clutches of Direwolf. Direwolf on his own now. Newt getting taken out earlier by Banana. Another team also that has been doing quite well is Mimi and Ruru. You can see Jinx there in the southern compound. I think she is on her own at the moment, but I'm not 100% sure. If she is, then she's then fair enough. But if she isn't, she's quite split as Penguin Sniper finishes off Direwolf. And yes, that is Jinx on a team by her lonesome. But Lil G will live on in Hearts and Mind. Plays now inside the quarry, spotted by Jinx. Not quite inside the next circle, but as soon as he moves out from behind cover of that rock, Jinx will be able to shoot him, provided she doesn't shoot the chain link fence. And we all know how everyone in PUBG adores chain link fences and bars on windows. So we'll see if that ends up happening. Okyu getting spotted by Raja, but not before he takes the first shot off. Such good peeking from Okyu there. And that was actually, pardon me, Young Savage, his teammate. I believe that was a Car 98, so it was Okyu firing a whole bunch of shots, but Young Savage finishing things. Ronnie Cray now sneaking in. The Halal team looking to try and do a little bit of cleanup duty because they heard these shots go off. No doubt that was Okyu at the top of the hill. Ronnie Cray doing a little bit of reconnaissance, and it doesn't look like these guys are looking the right way at the moment. Massively long-range speculative effort there, and just about manages to get the knock onto Okyu. I have to say, that was very long range and 50-50 as to whether it could actually happen in the first place, but he gets that knock. Can he finish the kill? Yes, Okyu is down. Coldy with the SLR, actually finishing it off from the range, and that leaves Young Savage. He's going to have to run to safety. Coldy, though, looking for an opportunity to do more damage. Prone behind a rock, but Young Savage is now about to get eaten alive by the blue. Two different teams fighting on Young Savage. Banana now going up against several squads by Shiro, managing to get a knock, but he's on very, very low health. Banana is going to have to fend off until there is a safe opportunity to heal. That is squad 25 taken out. That's Coldy and Jonesy. Team Dada, Young Savage struggling to stay alive. Ronnie Cray finishes him off, and that's with an AUG as well for good reason. Remember that weapon crate that they got earlier? Absolutely tasty stuff. Wait, I thought it was a Groza earlier. I'm pretty sure that was an AUG. So that must have been a different crate than the one we saw earlier as well. We're down to 6 teams, 11 alive here in the PUBG Reddit end of season tournament. I am Jorisar, and you guys are watching the teams fight for a chance to get those tasty top 3 prizes. We have PUBG t-shirts, we have SteelSeries mice, and we have PGI codes to give away. Now, we're watching Team 17. That's Le Panon, Ghost, and AMS 1995. I believe they're from Lebanon, but don't quote me on that. Certainly seems like a play on words there, but Lebanon are doing a very sneaky job around the edge of the circle. They can't really go too far in because Poco Haram. Oh dear, oh dear. And by the way, Acapulco is one of the players on that team. Team number 26 have got occupation of those left compounds. Ronnie Cray and Donsel very happy to just kind of sit on the right-hand side there. And you can see Paishir and Banana, after winning that fight for the compound, are off on the bottom right. Just sneaking into the picture on the map as well, you have team number 20, Penguin and Austin. They've had a relatively quiet game in the sense that they've been sandwiched in a couple of situations, but they haven't been super aggressive, which I like. They've actually played quite smartly. Paishiro and co, though, see them, and it looks like it's going to be a very quick engagement indeed. 2 very quick tags from Paishiro there. And Penguin Sniper is not going to appreciate that. Airtree with a frag effort, but I think that could be a little bit too far. That's an excellent frag, though. So close to taking him out. It bounces off the rock and goes slightly high, but that was a beautiful effort. And now we see Pies Nan pushing in. Penguin and Austin having to rotate around to try and avoid them a little bit more, but they are beasts with those sniper rifles. And this compound is also down in a little bit of a dip, so Airtree and Penguin Sniper are going to be exposed no matter what they do. They just have to see if they can run fast enough. Tricky place to be indeed. Oh, air tree spotted. He's down the way, running as quickly as he can. It's a silenced QBU, but he's not using it to shoot at the moment. All he's doing is running. He needs to get into some ample cover. Penguin Sniper should probably be thinking about crossing the road. He doesn't want to stay this side of the road if his teammate can't help him. He's a very good sniper himself, to be fair, but if he gets knocked, it's just so dangerous, and they do actually manage to make it across. Now, where was the gentleman that was in Quarry? That's Plays. Over here on the sort of 9 o'clock position of the circle, staying out of trouble, just wanting to try and sneak his way into the top 3. Interesting indeed. For those of you wondering about circle settings and point systems, by the way, we're basically going off, I think we're going off of the latest major tournament, so it could be PGI. I will double check that for you after the end of this game. Penguin Sniper completes his kill on 2 players. Yep, it is going to be PGI circles, and therefore the point scoring system is based on PGI as well. For anyone wondering. Ronnie Cray in the distance. Tasty Org. And he's got Donsel for backup as well. They have got to be one of the favorites for winning this game number 1. AMS having to take some meds. They're trying to sneak up on Boko Haram. Having a difficult time doing so at the moment. In the meantime, Penguin and Austin have to decide if they want to go into the quarry and dip back out the other side. That does provide more cover, but they have no information at all if they do that. Paisnan seems to just be pretty chill on this side of the circle. There isn't really anyone that can spoil their day as things currently stand. They might spot Donsel if they keep running quickly enough. Rotating north will put them into the clutches of Ronnie Cray. That's a problem for Org territory, and Ronnie Cray is actually looking due east, which is exactly where these guys are going to be rotating into. 5 teams in 10 alive. It is 5 teams of 2 now. Ronnie Cray might be in trouble. There's Paishiro. There's Banana. They're looking at the rock. Have they seen him? Ghost taking him out with the SLR, though. That is Downtown from Lebanon. Never mind. Donsel taking out Banana as Ghost finishes off Paishiro. 2 different squads taking out Paisnan, who go out in 5th place. The power of third partying on Sanhok is never to be underestimated. It's rearing its ugly head right now. Ronnie Cray, of course, here's where those shots were coming from. Gets a couple of excellent tags off. I don't think he has a grenade available. A really good nade could actually have ended that. Ooh, the pre-firing there not quite going his way as Ronnie Cray goes down to about 40% health. The guy's side is sitting tight doing nothing are Acapulco and Better Than Poco. They're just chilling out in that compound. I love the coordination of the 2 names, by the way. Ghost and AMS being very active, but they're also quite open. Penguin Sniper and Airtree moving into the compound now. 2 buildings along on the west side. 3 teams on the west, 1 team on the east. Ronnie Cray seems to be safe for now, but he is in a very open position. He would love to be joining Donsel in that compound. And he'll have to. The next circle is almost completely donut. Airtree and Penguin Sniper can get away with staying in a corner of their compound, but it won't do them much good further into the game. Feel a little bit sorry in this situation for Lebanon, who looks like they're going to have to go into a very bad position from where they are in terms of rotation. Boko Haram just have to sneak into the next building. Squad 17 have a lot of juking and jiving to do, I think. Going all the way down south of the circle now, Airtree and Penguin Sniper deciding that they would much rather be this side of the road. And this could actually be the jackpot for them, because if they get into that long barn before Donsel does, they actually stand a reasonably good chance of being able to hold that building. And then we see what the circle does. 4 teams left, 8 alive. This is game number 1. Donsel out on the broken wall. They're convinced that no one else is here, but if Penguin Sniper and Airtree occupy that long building next to him, he's going to have to look in 2 directions at once. That'll be frustrating for him. Easing the pressure a little bit now on Boko Haram, since they don't actually have to worry about anyone coming in from their south. And here comes the rotate from Lebanon. They're going to have to rush in. You know it. Ronnie Cray, a lot of shots, and better than Poco. Acapulco now swooping in. Steelio kills. Thank you very much. Poco now have to get to the barn. Ronnie Cray and Donsel absolutely dominating the last couple of minutes of play. Penguin Sniper and Airtree now in the next building. Ronnie Cray can hear him. Shots off on Airtree. Return fire almost downs Ronnie Cray. Surviving for now. That's Penguin Sniper onto Donsel. That is big. They could potentially push now. It's a 2v1 situation. Ronnie Cray should revive immediately or wait until the last second and try and get 1 or 2 downs himself. Airtree coming around the right-hand side. That is another grenade, but he didn't have his gun out when Ronnie Cray moved around the corner. And now it's Ronnie Cray doing the pushing. Penguin Sniper coming up behind Airtree, trying to get to cover. Spots Penguin Sniper. He finishes Penguin Sniper. Donsel so close to dying, and he does actually go down, though, which means it's down to a 1v2. Team number 20, Penguin and Austin, are out in 3rd place. We have Team 26, Poco Haram, going up against Team 28, the Halal team. Ronnie Cray, though, only... Oh, dear. And the next circle is going to be forcing everyone out of their buildings. Arguably forcing Ronnie Cray to the broken wall, though. Which means it's all about whether or not Team 26... have an excellent frag grenade to use against Ronnie at the broken wall. They can even rebound it off the house to try and get the kill. Better than Poco. Getting a few shots taken at him. Don't forget the power of the org here. Ronnie Cray, a very good player. A pretty good gun to boot. Pocos need to throw the plan. Looking for opportunities through the window. Acapulco almost gets his head ripped off. That org is a mighty beast. Do they not have a smoke? A smoke to get them to road level could be useful right now. That also gives them the opportunity to come out with a frag all the way out in the open, though. Better than Poco. And that is an opening for Ronnie Cray, who takes both of them out. And Acapulco with a clinical headshot. As team number 28, the Halal team, win game number 1 with 11 kills between them. A fantastic result for them and a very, very strong kill count. I'm pretty confident that is the highest kill count in the game as well. Better than Poco and Acapulco finish in 2nd place with 2 kills, and Mr. Penguin Sniper and Airtree are in 3rd place with 6 kills between them. Remember, this is a 4-game match, where after the end of 4 games, our winning team will get the Steel Series 600 Rival Mice. And our 2nd place team will have the winner chicken dinner t-shirts as well. We're going to go to a quick break while we tally up the scores. But you're watching the PUBG Reddit Custom Games. I'm Jorisar. We'll see you soon for game number 2.